It's time to get serious now with the Euro predictions because the group stages are over and it's time for the knockouts. So as always, we look back at the last round, which was the last round of the group stages, before we move on to tipping this week's games. And it was interesting because we had a lot of draws and I didn't want to tip draws because where's the fun in that? But let's see how we did then. It wasn't amazing. That's all I'm going to say. It was not good. Sunday was Scotland versus Hungary. This is a game that Scotland should have won and they blew it. And that chucks them out of the Euros. They lost 1-0. I predicted them to win 2-0. No points for me there. But as I said, they really, really did throw their chance away. Then Switzerland-Germany, a great result for Switzerland. That keeps them in second place in the groups with a 1-1 win. 1-1 draw against Germany, who I predicted to win 3-0. That it should have been how much rather than if or not they won or not. So no points for me there. Annoying. It didn't go well. That's all. It really was bad. Monday, I predicted Spain to win, but Albania, they really did fight, didn't they? Albania, I know they finished bottom of the group, but they did not disgrace themselves. Unlike Scotland, who finished on the same amount of points, Albania didn't disgrace themselves, so fair play to them, but a 1-0 win to Spain. I get 1 point for the result. Then, I went for a curveball here. I did Croatia to win 2-1. They actually drew 1-1 with Italy. So another draw that, we didn't really want. So I get nothing for that. Croatia finished in third with 2 points. Italy finished second with 4. But Spain obviously run away with 3 wins from their group. Tuesday came around and it was France versus Poland. Poland hadn't shown enough, let's just say. But France finished second with 5 points. They haven't been as good as people predicted. England are still technically favourites to win the competition. We'll talk about that later. But France should have been there. And a disappointing draw. They're obviously through, but a disappointing draw against a Poland side who is not performing. So nothing for me there. Then Netherlands versus Austria. This was also a surprising result. Austria finished top of the group. Fair play to them. They finished with 2 wins. I did a 2-1 win for Netherlands. They lost 3-2 to Austria, who are playing very, very well. And Netherlands do get through in third place, though. Then it was Denmark versus Serbia. And guess what? Another draw. A 0-0, which was not enough for Serbia. Serbia did need a goal to get through. So, not a good result, but no points once again. Oh my God, this season is bad for my nose. Anyway, England versus Slovenia, another poor performance. Amazingly, we finished top of the group, but that probably says more about our opposition than it does with us. We're still favourites somehow to win the tournament, and I don't know how, but hopefully, as we face better teams, we will perform better. A 0-0. Disappointing. The Gareth Southgate's getting a lot of stick from the media for sure. So I get nothing there as well. Honestly, draw after draw. Now, this was actually the really interesting group. Group E, every team was on 3 points. And as they finish, every team is on 4 points. Slovakia won, Romania won. Romania finished top of the group. Mainly because of that really convincing win against Ukraine in the first game. Ukraine actually drew with Belgium, which is you would normally see that as a good result for Ukraine, but unfortunately, because of how the other games have gone and their bad loss in the first game, they are out. Ukraine are out. Next, Czech Republic or Czechia versus Turkey. I got it the wrong way round. It's a bloody disaster. It is a disaster. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all for fun. I got it the wrong way round. Turkey finished second. Czechia are out, which is that is a surprise. That is a surprise because look at this result. Georgia finish on 4 points. I don't know if they're through or not, but I can't remember. Georgia beat Portugal 2-0. It doesn't matter for Portugal. They are through in top spot. So let's see how we're all doing in our league table. So our league table, Mozza is up 5 places and now in top spot. Adelaide Bulldog loses his top spot and is down a second, but only 0.5 here. Lykia is up 5 as well on 33. This is so close. Villa Boys down 1. Chad Wookie's still in the same spot. Let's see some big movers. Down 6, XP Fez. Up 13, R56 Cooper. Up 10, Mad Swans fan. That's pretty good, but there is still some distance between top and, well, anything from, it's still to play for, but even from 6th place to 1st place, there is now a gap created for sure. Any other big movers? Aussie Austrian down 7. Ballistic down 8. Cool Bejewel and Kev down 6. Up 6, Lydia up 12 with the golden hat. Oh, God, I've just seen something. Okay, hang on, I'll get to this in a second. With the golden hat is Blackout. Well done, Blackout, up 12. Chris up 5. St. Jai down 6. I don't know if I want to say it, but with the wooden spoon this week, it's all because of those draws, is me. I get the wooden spoon this week. I'm down 7 into 28th place. Oh my God, that's bad. Okay, let's finish off. Who else? Mighty Muffins Rule up 13. Down 6, Boxen. Up 15, Giants 4. Well done. And here we are with the rest of you guys. This is now round of 16 when the games get very important. I'm not going for any draws. I'm hoping this is the final result and not after 90 minutes, but I think it may be after 90 minutes. But I think we've got to go with wins and losses, no draws. Now, tomorrow we start at Olympiastadion in Berlin, Switzerland versus Italy. Now, actually, in this game, I think Switzerland are going to get the result. Switzerland finished 2nd in their group against Germany, Hungary, Scotland. They got a decent draw against Germany. I can certainly see Switzerland beating Italy, who I don't think have been very impressive. So I've got to go with a Switzerland win. I'm going to go a 2-1 win to Switzerland. They are not the favourites, but I don't think there's a ridiculous amount between these two teams. And so I think teams are going to be a little less cautious here. They're going to throw something to the wind, and they are going to go for it. So Switzerland for the win, 2-1. Next, Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund. Germany versus Denmark. Denmark with 3 draws in the group stage. Germany 2 wins and a draw. Germany have got to still be one of the favourites here, and they should be able to see a Denmark side off. If you think of the performances of Germany, has been pretty high quality football, and I don't see them stopping now. Denmark scraped, I say they scraped through, didn't they, on 3 points with 3 draws against, well, teams like Slovenia and Serbia that they could have beaten, and they didn't. So I think I'm going to go with a 3-0 win to Germany. I just don't see where the goals are going to come from Denmark. So, and Germany have plenty of firepower. So Germany to progress to the next round. Sunday, here's the big one. England versus Slovakia. Now, Slovakia actually 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. England 1 win, 2 draws. But this is when England now need to go into a higher gear. We were pretty disappointing in performance-wise. Lack of attacking, lack of aggression. But Veltins Arena, this is where we're going to perform, okay? So I got to go with an England win. We are favourites for the tournament. We can win it, I hope. So I'm going to go a 3-1 win to England. I think we've got some defensive frailties, but we should get the result and get through to the next round. And actually, I think the draw has done us good. I think it's playing out well. We don't come against a tough team to start off with, so that's positive. Then Rhine Energy Stadion in Cologne, Spain versus Georgia. Amazing for Georgia. What an achievement for them, making it through. A fantastic win against Portugal in their last game, who I think Portugal, they were through. At the end of the day, they were through. It wasn't a major issue if they lost. But Spain, I don't think many people predicted Spain to play as well as they did, but they having a blinder. They are doing so well against a decent group as well. They finished with 3 wins out of 3, and that should not stop against a Georgia side who have earned their way to this place, but this should be the end of the road. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 win to Spain. They should win. Then Monday, Düsseldorf Arena in Düsseldorf, France versus Belgium. This is an interesting one because actually Belgium are a side that can perform, but they've had this golden age and not got the results, especially in the last couple of tournaments. And I think time's running out for them to try and do well. France, obviously one of the favourites as well to win the tournament, but they haven't been convincing. They have not been convincing at all. It's a tricky one. Do I go for the underdog just to try and pick up some points if they potentially win? I don't think I can. I don't think Belgium will win. I don't think... They never seem to work as a cohesive unit. That's always what I think with Belgium. So I'm going to go with a France win, a 2-1 win to France. But that could go either way, which is amazing to think about France. But they haven't been performing. So you don't know what you're getting. Next up, at the Deutsche Bank Park in Frankfurt, Portugal versus Slovenia. Now, fair play to Slovenia. They managed to draw all games, and that's getting Serbia, Denmark, and England. So fair play to them. But they are up against a Portugal side who are calm. They don't panic. And I know they lost to Georgia, but circumstances probably meant it didn't really matter. They weren't that worried about it. But Portugal should beat a Slovenia side who are substandard, if that's fair to say, without being rude. So I am going to go with a 3-1 win to Portugal at the Deutsche Bank Park. Tuesday comes around and it is at the Allianz Arena in Munich, Romania versus Netherlands. Now, Romania, yes, they've got the same sort of results as some other teams, a win, a loss and a draw, but that's the same as Netherlands. They are also, but Romania have performed pretty well. I've been impressed with Romania, especially in that first game against Ukraine where they tore them apart. Netherlands, they threw away the game against Austria, who I think are actually potentially a underdog here that can do well. Romania, Netherlands. This is a strange one. Look at the odds. 8.3 to Romania, 1.44. We have to go with Netherlands. Netherlands have a strong team, but once again, in recent years, similar to Belgium, don't seem to be playing as that cohesive unit. But they should beat Romania, surely. It's not me being rude about Romania, but they should beat them. I'm going to go... See, they have leaked goals. Let's go another 3-1 to the Netherlands. Then, the last game of the round of 16 at the Red Bull Arena in Leipzig. Austria versus Turkey. Both teams are really, really doing well. Austria obviously finishing top of the group, and Turkey finishing second. Same points as Portugal, who finished top. This is not an easy one, but Austria, I think, have played the better football, beating the Netherlands, for example, getting results. They've been impressive. They have been impressive. So I'm going to have a win for Austria. I'm going to go with a 2-1. Yeah, a 2-1 win for Austria. So my summary of my picks: Switzerland 2, Italy 1, Germany 3, Denmark 0, England 3, Slovakia 1, Spain 3, Georgia 0, France 2, Belgium 1, Portugal 3, Slovenia 1, Romania 1, Netherlands 3, and Austria 2, Turkey 1. This has been an incredibly difficult tournament to predict wins. There's been a lot of draws. I think teams have been cautious. Certainly teams like England, they have been very, very cautious. And that is meaning you're not getting the wins that you would predict, especially when there's a big team like England against teams like Slovenia and Serbia. It's been weird. I haven't massively enjoyed it so far, but now it's the knockout stages. Hopefully, everything will heat up. Thank you so much for joining me in this tournament. It's all a bit of fun. It doesn't matter who wins and loses. It's all about pride. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like and subscribe. If you want to support me and you want to get some merchandise, go to www.asweare.space and I will catch you for the next round.